Kalalawa Wadlaya Basham Shai Basham Crocodiles, the honest to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well peace and salutation to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, pushing this word and truth and its sincerity and brother Manatas oxen you shall warm. Yeah, with another short video, I know it's been a minute, so like for that. Life has just been life, nevertheless. I mean we all go through our own trials and our own our own fights, and still we have to do our best to, prove what is acceptable with the Father, so to speak. So nevertheless, I have a little article here I want to go through. A brother sent it in the group chat, concerning UFOs and when I heard up when I read the article, cause I skimmed through it, two precepts jumped out at me. Now two precepts really came to mind, and you go down through the article and whatever else comes to mind with through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, of course, you do it. Hopefully it's edifying through the spirit same way. So without further ado, alright. This is an article from Daily Mail. It says UFO nuke mystery goes global. Indian newspaper reports craft flying over nuclear power plants every few days. Alright. It says senior law enforcement in India investigated a videotaped eerie UFO sighting over nuclear plants across the Asian nation last year, a local news report revealed. Right? It says one witness, a police sub-inspector, was 100% sure the object he taped with its high-speed zigzag movements could as well. So he would know, right? It says India's brush with new curious mystery objects following years of growing attention to the issue in Washington, D.C., as Pentagon insiders, military veterans, and Capitol Hill legislators have pursued ominous UFO incursions dating back to the Cold War. So yeah, we know over in America there have been a great number of sightings, and the sightings seem to increase as we winding down. As prophecies are winding down to the coming of, Yahweh Shai, right? It says, this February, UFO researchers dropped the bombshell that an ex-Pentagon UFO investigator had privately briefed Congress on a stunning 1964 incident where a UFO blasted an Atlas missile carrying a dummy nuclear warhead out of the sky. But reports of these 2023 incidents in India were allegedly less hostile. One witness, a police sub-inspector and engineer by training, Saeed Abdul Kadir, this is just a repeat of what they wrote high up, right? Said he was 100% sure that the object taped with its high-speed zigzag movements could not be explained by human tech. Above is still it's supposed to be frame, I believe. It's still from one of Kadir's encounters with UFO, or still from. Okay. Well, what it's saying is it is supposedly the UFO. Right? It says that's still from it. Still from the video. Oh, it makes sense now. Not actually say it out loud. It says police sub-inspector Saeed Abdul Kadir Wright, which is the fellow on the right, assigned to the technical wing of the Tirunelveli office, an hour's drive north of Kudankulam nuclear plant, told UFO expert Sabir Hussain left UFO expert that he filmed two videos of an unusual airborne phenomena. Through this, it says the roughly dozen or so incidents all involved apparent craft loitering oddly near the Kudankulam nuclear plant at the southern tip of the subcontinent and the Madras atomic power station near Kalpakkam along the country's east coast. Police Sub-Inspector Saeed Abdul Kadir, assigned to the technical wing of the services Tirunelveli office. Why they keep repeating? Took UFO expert film to alright of the phenomenon. I see him exacting on it. It says the way it stood still, the way it made zigzag movements, and the speed in which it disappeared. Kadir told reporters for the English language Indian Daily DT Next all were different, confirming his conversations with Hussein. Kadir told DT Next that he had personally spotted UFOs near the southern coast town of Kudankulam since 2020. After meeting UFO tracker Sabir and discussing with him, he told the paper, I am more than 100% sure what I saw were UFOs. Alright, so the article more or less repeats itself on from there, right? So we go into some precepts now because we know through you know what I mean, you know, through the spread that everything happening now is through prophecy. You know, we're in the time of the unveil. If I want to have a better word, the unveiling of prophecy is happening. You know what I mean? Habakkuk too. You know what I mean? Do it tarry, wait for it, because it will not tarry. You know, we're in the time of prophecies. Yeah. So let me get the first one in. Well, both of them is in second address, right? One is in second address, usual 9. Start from 1. Right? It says, okay, load up. Don't do me like that. Second address 9 and 1. Great, just great. Let's bear in mind 1 second. Let me see what's going on here. Alright. Alright, great. Second address 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? He said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when you see part of the signs pass, and what are the signs we're looking for? The uprising of people, you know what I mean, earthquakes in diverse places. Well, we go read on. Verse 3 said, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest. You understand? The end is made manifest, meaning the ending is being revealed. I was saying this is the unveiling and the prophecy is happening. You understand? The Most High say when you see pass at the sign. Look at what went on with the bridge in Baltimore. I was just watching Ella Yashawamba's video on it, right? I didn't do a video on it, unfortunately, right? But nevertheless, it's Ella Yamla just did a live. We talk about it's 15,000 people have no way of getting to work, truckers, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So what are going to cause? They're going to cause uproar. They're going to be looting people. They're going to cause a famine in the land, not just a famine of food, but more or less a famine of food, a pharmaceutical and medical supply, so on and so forth, because nothing could reach in or out. You understand? They say it's a key port, the 13th key port, and we know the number 13 is a heavy number when it comes to when it comes to the world's so-called illuminated ones. You know what I mean? Right? You know, 13 is a heavy number for them. You know, they're heavy into numerology. You know? Little do they know, all these things are working according to what? According to Yahweh's will. Right? So you say when you see parts of the signs pass, you will know there is the time that, hey, he will begin to visit the earth, and we see in the visitations. Look, I think it was just last year, America said the UFO sightings increasing. You know what I mean? the Most High visiting the earth. You know? Now, let me get my other precept. Also in 2nd Ezra 6. Right? It says, and it happened that when I had heard it, I stood up on my feet and hearkened, and behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. And it said, Behold, the day is come that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and I will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, right? So he said, when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and what we coming into the times of Jacob's troubles rather quickly, right? So we know Jacob's troubles is more or less the end of Zion's affliction. After Jacob's trouble, you understand, the woe, the M.O.T.B, all these things, the third woe, the M.O.T.B, we know is the return of Yahushua, the return of the tabernacle of David, you know what I mean, the return of the kingdom, yeah, in its rightful rulership, you know what I mean. So we know for a fact that, hey, the affliction of Zion is almost fulfilled, right? Now, give me a second, let me look up the word inquisition. Let's bear with me one moment. Yeah, so you see in here a period of prolonged and intensive questioning. You understand? And we knew we've been going through it. You understand? We've been going through it for a time. You understand? So the Most High was inquiring. You understand? Oh, you say, we go back to the 2nd Ezra. It say, and I will begin to make inquisition of them. You understand? Prolonged questioning of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion, right? So you will inquire about Zion. You understand? When you begin to visit it, because you see in that, hey, all right, the prophecies are happening, regardless of who may like it or not, or who may think that, you know, they actually accomplishing their enterprise, but then we know is the work of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Yeah, we know it's not according to their will, but to His will. Right? We know that all these things must come to pass for the glory of the kingdom to be here, for the glory of Yahweh Shai to come. We know we must go through these things, you know. So the visitation is a part of the signs. The everything that's going on right now is a part of the signs. You understand? But we were told that these things will happen. So, you know, that's just the points I wanted to bring out on the article. And that's just the main point of this video. So that was say double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of this pushing this word in truth and in. I'm Brother Manatazak saying shalom.